Howdy. Hey, y'all. Hey. I'm kipping water over. We're not starting like this. Hey, y'all. All right. All right. All right. All right. Woosah. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Happy middle of the week. What y'all got going? Whew, have mercy. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, there's one person on. Let's see where we at. There we are. There we at. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Kiki. How you doing, Queen? Oh man, we have to get you on here. Can you hear me first of all? I This is like the weirdest thing ever to not be able to hear um myself. Kiki, can you confirm that you can hear me, please? Hey, hey. Thank you, ma'am. All right. This not having a guest is something other else. I am working to I appreciate you, Queen. I am working to get back in the flow of where I left off last year. Last year was a very busy year for the podcast. Blowing Bubbles podcast really was blowing up. And I made the decision to make the pivot when I did because I felt like even though I had strong momentum, it's not like I was like viral and internationally known as the Blowing Bubbles podcast yet. And I did not want to pivot once it got to a big, big, big status. Blowing Bubbles podcast still exists, just not, it is not the front runner for my podcast activities. People are not really accepting when you have multiple things going. I have found I am a real estate broker by profession. That is how I eat. And it's like, oh, you're still doing real estate? I thought you were doing this. And I kept hearing that and kept hearing that. So I've had to rebrand, make things more streamlined. So everything is centered off of my name. People were calling me Bubbles. That's not my name. People were calling me K because I had K Sales GA. I'm not doing that. My name is Karana. I had the books. I was writing books. I released four four book projects last year. I went from not having any to four. One, two, three, four in the last 12 months. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Once the floodgates opened, it was a wrap. And I have another one that I am working on. And I'm going to need some volunteers. Anybody who is willing to volunteer to, hey, Reggie, anybody who is willing to volunteer for this survey. There is going to be a survey. It's probably going to take 10 minutes, maybe 15. I want it to be very comprehensive, all of the questions. And it is about love. My next book project, I didn't want it to be only my perspective. I really want to dig in and do research, and I'm going to use, um, I have some different techniques that I'm using to break down the demographic of who um, the respondents are. So I will most certainly need anybody who is willing. I really want 1,000 people at least before I compile the data and really put this book together. It's like God is just doing amazing things up in this skull of mine. And it's I love it. I love it. I've always been creative and I've always like played with words and like wrote stuff, but now it's time to release it and I'm being very purposeful with what I write. I titled this episode Change is Inevitable, and you all are tuned into the Karana Effects podcast. I hope y'all are rocking with that new name. It came about because for many years I admired Oprah Winfrey. And if you remember Oprah, um, being how powerful she was, and anytime she endorsed anybody or any product, the product went crazy. And I used to always say, I want that effect. I want to have like that strength in my voice like Oprah has, the Oprah effect, Karana effect. So that was the baseline inspiration for it. I am really impactful without even trying. And it's because I took myself out of the equation and I just let God lead me wherever He's taking me and do what He tells me to do and who He leads me to help. And the impact is being felt all over the place. So the effect is in full already. Last week was in full effect. This week is change is inevitable. Now, the first thing that you might notice about change with me is my hair. Hey. Last year, when I was preparing for the release of my book Residue, oh, I got a copy right here. If you don't have it, you need to get it. Talk about impact. Residue. I know I'm biased, but Residue is definitely making um, some waves in the people's lives. But I cut my hair. I let this girl cut my hair, and she put a really cute style on me. And man, I don't know how you guys do it. You ladies who cut your hair off and got these styles. I don't like going to the shop that much. I just don't. I don't like sitting under the dryer. So I ended up a couple days ago. I think Friday night I took my braids out, my twists, and I cut the last of the relaxer out. I am all 4C now. Oh, it feels so good. And just watching something on Netflix, I just start twisting my hair. Next thing you know, here I go. So this is me. I did it myself. I will maintain it myself. This is the first change in me. Hope you all are rocking with it. If not, this is what it is. What y'all think? Give me some feedback on the natural. I feel like I'm straight out of Wakanda with this. Yes. I went outside today. I got a lot of compliments. Like a lot. It was so different. Like, dang, was I dusty before? I thought my kinky twist was all right. Man, I got a lot of compliments and I look basic as heck. But people were like, oh my God, you look so pretty. I heard that about 6 times today. So yes. Kiki, you get me. Hey, my sister. Natural 4C and loving it. Yes, Kiki. Oh, I got 2 Kikis on here. Hey. Yes, and I just recently learned I wasn't all into the textures. I've worn kinky twists probably about 15 years. I've had the same hairstyle for about 15 years. I'll change for a hot minute. I wore that short haircut. I got my haircut like February of last year. And I went on vacation the second week of March last year and I got braids 2 days before I left. So I never I never leave my hair out very long. So this is the biggest. Thank you, Kiki. Wakita. Yeah, I never leave my hair out very long. But listen, this is so freeing. I wake up like this. I wake up like this. Yes, I don't have to do anything. I'm not even caring if I have a satin pillowcase. Like, this is literally, I have that hair. It's not mushing down. I'm sleeping. I sleep on my back. When I wake up, I do like this and I keep going. So I love it. I'm going to encourage you all that you're struggling with the creamy crack. I struggled too for a very, very, very long time. Try it. Try it. Your hair wants to do what your hair wants to do. That's why you got to put those chemicals in there to make it. Hey, Leanne on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Um, that's why you have to keep putting it in there every few weeks because your hair wants to do this. And I've been reading. Have any of you been following the stories that are coming out about the Kanekalon and all of the hair products that we typically use that have the carcinogens in them? That's something that we really need to be mindful of. The fertility issues in our community, the high instances of fibroids and the different conditions. Carcinogen means a cancer causing agent. Now, all this hair stuff, the fake hair, the synthetic hair, especially, it has chemicals in it that are really toxic for us. And that was the biggest thing. I just didn't want to put anything back in my hair. Um, I love the maintenance free aspect of my kinky twist, but I don't want to keep putting something in my hair. I already had one cancer scare years ago that dang near took me out. I'm not going to keep feeding my body poison. And I know when you know better, you should do better. And I know better now. Yes, those hair products are not good. Hey, MJ. Hey, Eddie Gamble. Um, so yeah, how was y'all week? Tell me what your week is like. Where are you calling from or calling? Where are you tuning in at? I want to know what's going on with everybody. I've had a really busy, today was very busy. There are a few more changes that I want to get to that I have made in my business. My life is boring, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't have a whole lot to report in my personal life. Nothing much there. Um, hey Tiffany, miss you, girl. Um, yeah, the y'all were all over the place. Okay, so I have Iowa in the house. I have Pennsylvania in the house. I have Baltimore in the house. I had Eddie. I don't know where you're at. Are you still back home? Kiki, Atlanta, of course. My sister Kiki here. Reggie, think you're in New Jersey, maybe or somewhere. Um, Kiki Starkey, are you in Arizona? I can't remember. My bad. We are spread out. Eddie, you're in Virginia Beach. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. I haven't seen you in probably 30 years. Ah, that's what's up. Virginia Beach. I have never hung out in Virginia Beach. I've been there. Yes, I have. I'm telling the tale. One of my good girlfriends from Warren lives there. Her husband owns a restaurant, the Amber Lantern. If you ever go to the Amber Lantern, I know the name of it. I don't know which beach it's on, but it's waterfront. Check out the Amber Lantern. Tell Chef Carmelo Carana said, hey. Yep, Kiki's in Phoenix. Man, listen, Phoenix is calling me. I really, really, really want to just take some time and just come explore Phoenix. So I'm working on this idea, like just doing a whole digital nomad tour, if you will. Phoenix, it might be one of the first stops. I don't know what's attractive to me about Phoenix, but I have been wanting to just come, just spend some time there, like maybe 2 months, really explore Phoenix. Another change that I have made, it's beautiful here. You've been here 22 years. Wow, great. I love when I hear stories of my home folks that got out. It's so like so amazing to me. Nothing like being raised in a small town, though. My little bitty town, I love it, but I never would want to live there again. Um, I've made a change for my real estate business because, as I mentioned, I was having challenges with people receiving the fact that I'm doing multiple things at the same time and doing it well. People just can't register that you can do things. You hear jack of all trade, master of none. No, I'm kind of great at everything I do. I don't like to lose, so I'm not doing it if I'm not good at it. Okay, for the record. But for real, my real estate business, so I'm a broker, but I have the name, the business entity, and all the things. Cream Realty, yes, Cream was inspired by cash rules, everything around me. Cream, get the money. But the full name of my brokerage is Cornerstone Real Estate Acquisition and Management, acronym for Cream. But I'm still under Maximum One right now. I'm still licensed in all the states. I'm licensed all over the place. However, the way that I move, it really doesn't make sense. I don't have a desire to have other agents under me. So I just didn't launch the brokerage officially, but I'm doing what I do still under my existing broker. Jill of many trades, master of a few. Hey, thank you. Yes, there are. And I am unapologetic about the gifts that my God gave to me. I'm sorry you don't have what I have. I used to go through this explaining myself phase, and no, but I'm getting. I can show you better than I can tell you. Anywho, um, but I am mindful of how things are marketed. So I have a new YouTube channel, and I wanted to go live on there today because I was out in the streets doing what I'm going to be doing on that channel. And YouTube was like, womp womp. So I need 50 subscribers in order to be able to go live on that channel. So I need y'all to help me sister out. Okay. Hey. And I'm going to put that at the bottom of the screen. And my channel is Agent's Guide to Atlanta. So because I live in Atlanta, even though I'm licensed in multiple states, and I have a bad habit. My mother, if she was around me, she'd like, get out your hair. I would just randomly be twisting my hair. And no matter how my hair is, I do it. I'll just sit there and be twirling my hair. So forgive me if I do that. It's a very, very, very bad habit. Go back. Just got back from visiting Colorado. Oh, that's another place. I've been in the Denver airport. I have family in Denver. Hey Denise, what's up, cousin? Be right back. Going to subscribe to the new channel. That's what I'm talking about. That's my baby sister, y'all. I love her to pieces. Never hung out in Colorado. I want to get out there. Shout out to Jeffrey B. Jewelers. If you listen, you talk about custom jewelry. First of all, he's the certified gemologist. He's the real thing. He's not not like shading anybody, but he's the real deal. Jeffrey B. Jeweler. Shout out to you. Denver, Colorado. Go see that man. He makes pieces for like the NFL players and like the big people, the people who got the money, because I'm imagining it's not, the dollar store variety. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, Jeffrey B. Jeweler, shout out to him. Oh, you was in the Springs. Ooh, that sounds like I just don't want to ever get stuck in a snowstorm there. I am so anxious about that. I know we're not supposed to be anxious, but listen, I don't want any parts of any snowstorms. The reason that I moved to Las Vegas, made the decision on a Thursday and left the next Sunday. So 4 days and I was gone because a blizzard hit Ohio. I don't play them games with snow. No ma'am, no ham. I know I was raised in it. I was over it when I was 10. Nope, ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. It's the mountain view for me. That was one of my favorite parts about living in Las Vegas. If you've never hung out in Las Vegas is like in a bowl and it's very flat, but all around it on all sides are mountain ranges. So no matter where you are in the city, you pretty much can see mountains. And that was so I can relate to having appreciation for the mountain view. And the Colorado mountains are much bigger than Mount Charleston and stuff in Vegas. I can I can imagine. Yeah, I booked a flight one time and I don't remember where I was coming from. I was living in Vegas. I don't remember where I was going to. And I had a layover in Denver and it was wintertime. I was so scared. We got delayed a couple times and I ain't been back. My eyes itching. I was outside today, y'all. That pollen is probably going to have me looking like Quasimodo tomorrow. Um, mm, I'm trying not to itch. So, Agent's Guide to Atlanta. I'm bouncing all over the place. Please bear with me. Agent's Guide to Atlanta is my new YouTube channel, and I'm going to center it on Atlanta because that's where I live. However, whenever I travel and I get to go to different cities, I'm going to highlight those cities on that channel too, and just park those videos there. But today I spent some time in Fayetteville and in Trilith. If you live anywhere in Metro Atlanta and you've never been to Trilith, do yourself a favor and go. Just go. Make it a whole day if you want to. You can live, work, play. They got a hotel down there. Trilith Studios. So breathtaking. God is amazing. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And Kiki Starkey said the mountains for her too in Arizona. Yes. I actually, when I was living in Las Vegas, my then husband and I kayaked down the Colorado River into Arizona. When I tell you, it was like being transported in time. There was nobody there but he and I. We had our own kayaks, and we kept hearing this cat. It was like this, like loud clapping, crashing sound almost. And at first, it wasn't so loud that I thought it was getting ready to be like a rock slide type of crack. But it was strange. It was something that I had never experienced. And then as we paddled, we kept paddling and we paddled and got so far down, it was like a bend we went around. And mind you, it's like the walls on each side of the river were like just straight up. So it was just walls and the water and us. And we saw it. He said, look, there were literally two rams fighting on the side of a mountain. It was this straight. I don't know how. And I've heard there's a book that one of my best girlfriends recommended that I read years ago, Hind's Feet in High Places. Listen, ladies, if you ever have any challenges, and it's one of the most inspirational books you'll ever read, Hind's Feet in High Places. That book came to life right in front of my eyes because the way that those mountain goats, I think they call them, but they have the big curly horns. They were fighting each other on the side, on the cliffs. I've never seen anything like that. You talk about in awe of God. First of all, how are they feet made to just grip the? If you ever look on, I'm sure you can find a video on YouTube. I promise you, it's the craziest thing, and you won't be able to appreciate it until you see it. But before I knew anything, we were in, you're in Fayetteville, Kiki. Girl, hey, Kenny, go to Trilith. Have you ever been there? Um, it was amazing just to watch those mountain goats just bang, bang, bang on the side on the cliff. And I'm telling you, from our perspective in those canoes, kayaks, it looked like just straight up side of the wall, almost a wall of rock. Amazing. Um, and that was my first time technically being in Arizona. And then we got out and then we went to the what's that thing? Hoover Dam. And we walked across to the Arizona side. That's my closest experience. I've flown into Phoenix just for a layover and then got back on the plane. I'm coming out there. I have some colleagues. Oh, you've been to Trillium. I love it. I spent some time down there today. I'm gonna put my video up. I have to decide which day I'm gonna post to that channel. So my biggest thing is being consistent with my content because I have to reinvigorate the business. People literally will forget about you. And your own people aren't the people who necessarily support you. So I need to keep myself in front of potential customers and clients. Another change, I am going to have all 4 of my children this year for the first time since 2011. God is showing out this year, y'all. I'm talking about God is doing his thing. Ooh. Baby, your old stomping grounds. You're gonna be in Arizona in 2 weeks. Yet, man, you know how much I had to hear about Yuma, Arizona? Whew. I miss that old big mouth rascal. I miss that man. I miss that man. Yes. Yeah, out here. So how was your week? Talk to me. Talk to me. I need some. Oh, you rented an Airbnb in Phoenix, and the Holy Spirit led to come out and find a place in 2 weeks and been there ever since. Listen, that's almost how I moved to Las Vegas. I had never been, and we had that. We got 4 feet of snow overnight. Man, my friend emailed me pictures of her and her daughter randomly the day after the storm hit. And I was like, when did y'all take those pictures? She said, today. And they had on shorts and tank top. And I'm sitting here in Ohio and can't open my front door because the snow had blocked the door. And I was like, hey, can I come stay with you for a couple weeks till I get a place? And that's what I did. Moved to Vegas, had never been there. By far, one of your best roommates. Mine too. I'm sorry, that was terrible. Man. And best friend. Yeah, definitely my best friend, man. That's my cat. My cat, my cat. It's been 8 long years since he's been gone. Every day, every day I miss him. Think about him. So yeah. Whew. He ain't going down the road. Hold on. You know what I need. You know what I need. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. On that note, that's how I started blowing bubbles. Ah, 8 long years. Oh man. But I am working on more guests to come back on the podcast. I was talking to somebody today earlier who's going to be helping me. So that's a change in regard of this platform. I will be working on putting guests back in front of you, having more engaging conversations. I did discover that you all rock better with the live platform versus my pre-recorded episodes. There is a lot of good content, very good content on the Blowing Bubbles podcast YouTube channel. So make sure y'all go check that out. Even though I changed the name of the podcast and created a different channel, that is never going away. I'm not going to delete the videos just because I changed the name. I can pick up Blowing Bubbles podcast anytime I want. I own it. It's mine. But the central focus of my brands, all of my brands, has to be my name, simply because it's too much work for me being a solo entrepreneur to maintain completely different brand identities. So that's why I have to streamline, and everything has to be something Karana. So yeah, but the podcast has a lot of great episodes on there. And I love seeing my evolution as an interviewer. It's really love to speak about your mom brunch. Yes, Kiki. You want to jump on here now? You got time? I'll send you the link now. Don't play with me. My sis Kiki Wakita Lewis, she is hosting her, I forget which annual it is. She does this mom's brunch, missing our mom, every May. And I definitely want to give her a platform and space to talk about that. It's something very important. I know it's very dear to my sister's heart. And I can't imagine. This is her 5th year. Yes. And to have that longevity, to have that consistency says a lot. Okay, I see you, sis. That means a lot, because it's not easy to do something like that. And it's not easy to, come back year after year after year. So I salute you, girl. I really do. Let me see. So I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff right now. Let me see. And my phone is ringing and all the things. Let me see if I can send my sister a text with. That's not what I want to do. Okay. You all, this is, and I always forget I got a mouse sitting right here. I am going to, right in the middle of the show, invite Kiki on here, because that's my girl. And I want to give her the opportunity to share what she has coming up. And just get some different energy. She crazy, y'all. She crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, we might end up having a whole different level of conversation. Yep. I appreciate everybody for being the troopers that you are, for rocking with me. The length of time that you have. I have been doing this for over 2 years now. Okay. And all right. And I don't have my shame on me. I don't have my planner with me. And I want to announce my guest for next week. It's one of the calls I just got. Next week, I have an entrepreneur, investor, inventor named Jesse Jones. And Jesse invented this product, and he's in the final process of getting the patent for his product, Bowl Buddy. And hold on, let me respond to this. Bowl Buddy. He invented this product where it's an attachment for a toilet, kind of helping people to potty train children. So he'll be coming on next week, and I'll be talking to him about his journey through that process. And you all know I'm really big on intellectual property and just really encouraging people to handle your stuff, handle your paperwork. He wanted to come he wanted to come on like a few months ago, and I said, oh, he didn't have any of the documentation together. Nothing was protected. And mm-mm. I insisted he get, at the very least, file for the patents. The day that he got that filing and he got his confirmation from the Library of Congress, he called me. So y'all will hear from him next Wednesday. So that'll be a guest that I'll have that will be planned. I do have quite a few. I have one doctor in Atlanta, and I forget where her practice is at. Wanting to get her on here. She is a what they consider a functional physician. And it's the old school way of practicing medicine. It's not that a pill for every ill type of mindset. She's really doing the work to help people to allow their body, enable and empower their bodies to heal itself. So I can't wait to, we just have to line up our schedules. I have a few other people, but the guests will start now that I've settled down and I'm kind of locked in on my course of action. I can breathe, and then we'll see. We'll start getting all these folks on here for you. And I really want to show you my planner. If you have not gotten your planner, your ultimate, it's called the Ultimate Planner, the 52-week guide for clarity and execution with purpose. It's on Amazon. If you just type my name in Amazon, it's going to come up. I assure you, it's coming up. All you got to do is type that thing in there. It's really good. I've had some really, really, really good feedback so far. People are enjoying it. They're getting the clarity that they need. They are seeing progress in their lives. And even though it's a planner, and I know it's the end of March, it is not a calendar-based planner. I was very deliberate with that. Whenever it's 52 weeks, though, it will take you through a 52-week cycle, which is 1 year. But I was very, very, very deliberate in not wanting anyone who wanted it to feel like they wasted the first couple of months if they didn't get it before January 1st. So whenever you start it, you'll get 52 weeks. And you will not regret it. I had one lady, she has a couple daughters. She bought one for herself and both of her daughters. And man, they are, I'm constantly getting feedback from her. And her one daughter is only like 14. And this young lady is really going in. And it's helping me to see some more of the need out there where people are not, a lot of people aren't very intentional with what they expose their children to. And sometimes the young lady, she didn't even have a big enough imagination to set very big, audacious goals. She was just like real basic. And when her mother was sharing with me, I'm like, dream bigger, dream bigger. I don't want her to get 21, 22 years old and then, I want her to have more to aspire to. And this is the age that we can really pour into this child. So I've been doing a lot of that work. My coaching Whew, my coaching is definitely stretching me and making me realize that I was built for this. And a lot of the things that I endured in my life were so that I can have a testimony to share with somebody else. Um, it's really going good. I've gotten um, this phone is just gonna keep ringing. I see. All right, my bad. Y'all are quiet. Nobody. Do you know? Every time I ask a question, nobody responds. What's up with that? Yep. Kiki. Hi,
Hey, hi, boo.
how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am outstanding. Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you. Thank you for inviting me. I mean, it didn't have to be tonight, but it's tonight.
And it can be another time, but I said, you know what? I'm just sitting here rambling and I be forgetting. And I've been like, I remember like a year or so ago, Tina was like, you should have Kiki on. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get Kiki and charge it to my head, not my heart, because I've been wanting to have
it's it is just fine.
you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my sister. This is Keep the Key. Wait a minute. What they call you that area? Key two times, two keys. That's what they call you at
Two
Key.
keys, two keys, two keys.
Lewis, Lewis, what's up? She
What's
is
up, bro?
1/3 of the Ladies Dance podcast. Listen, they be so live over there and turns all the way up. Theirs is on Thursday nights live. Look at the Ladies Den on YouTube or Facebook and find them. They go on what, at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, from 7 to 9.
7 to 9 on Thursday nights. Listen.
Unfiltered, unfiltered, unfiltered.
My little podcast, y'all be like, oh my god, y'all will clutch pearls. We have real. Listen, I go on their podcast and have conversations that I just don't have over here. It's so much fun. It's like having that extra energy. You got two more ladies to bounce off of, and sometimes it's just me, and I be like, okay, what y'all want to hear today? Real estate, but yeah, I really love the ladies den. It is a whole vibe. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
we appreciate it. We just celebrated 2 years earlier this month. So yeah.
Hey. Now, one thing I cannot not mention, this chick right here, don't give her no scissors around you. Don't give her no scissors. If you ever see anybody or imagine anybody that is gifted with vision, so I've seen her cut some stuff. I'm like, how? Listen, cut them up, key. That's it's
ATL's hottest brand ambassador 2 years in a row. Yeah.
cut them up. I'm talking about. So we are both members of TLA, the Link Gale Agency, the one and only
Taylor
TLA.
Bridges, yes.
And every year for our annual Ageless Beauties and Bowls fashion show, Kiki, of course, is one of the featured designers. The way that she, the way that you cut these clothes, she could take like this shirt right here and make it like a three-piece suit. I don't know what this girl be doing. Like, how did that turn into that? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you blessed the runway in a couple of my pieces, so
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. People still be talking about all that cake I had out.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. She had me feeling myself. Feeling myself.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
My goodness. What man? I don't even know where to start with you. So I'm gonna just start here. The moms,
Okay.
Miss Our Moms.
Uh-huh.
Tell, I mean, I know it's obvious, but talk to us about the inspiration behind you doing this luncheon.
Okay. Well, fifth I said, well, it's been about 18, 19 years ago. Um, I was at work, one of my jobs, and it was storming outside. And so my coworker and I were just standing there. And I'm a Virgo. So for one, and it's just I love themes. I love, when I do stuff, it always has to have a theme. Always has to have a theme. But I was like, and we were talking, and then, come to find out she had lost her mom as well. Her mom had passed. And I was like, I said, I want to do a brunch. I said, I want us to just get together, dress up in our hats and pearls. And I was actually calling it back down memory lane then.
Mhm.
And I was like, and we should do this. I said, she was like, okay, cool. She said, that should be fun. So the years passed by, and, never, I would think about it because, of course, I miss my mom. I was 8 and a half, I was 9 years old when my mom passed.
Oh.
So, that in itself, when it comes around to like Mother's Day, or, her birthday just was on Monday. And this year, for whatever reason, it hit really hard, and, it comes and goes. Some years I can, surface, I can smooth through that thing and be okay. And then sometimes it's just, I can't help it. But and I just, years would pass by, and I was like, I still want to do something, and just never did. But 5 years ago, I took it to our manager, Tina Bridges, and I was telling her about it, and she was like, you should do it. I was like, well, I don't know if anybody would come or anybody would show up. I don't know. She's like, it doesn't matter. She say, if it's on your heart, go ahead and do it. And I was like, well, you know what? Okay. So I dropped it in our chat first to see. And when I tell you it was like the first one, it was like maybe 13, between 13 and 15 people. But
Mhm.
that's a lot to know or not know that, feel the same way, they've lost their moms. So I was like,
Mhm.
okay, cool. So I did it as a brunch, and it was just so therapeutic, just being able to sit amongst, we're not, sitting around, when Mother's Day come, and a lot of people become introverted. They don't want to deal with nobody. They just want to, sit and soak in, their feelings, and sometimes that's okay.
Mhm.
But being around like-minded people who, I always say, who gets it,
Mhm.
it just felt good. And and I do something very special at the end of my brunches, which is so, it's just like that sigh. It's a sigh of relief. It's just, being able to write their names on balloons,
Mm.
say their names, and then release them all together.
Mm.
When I tell you, it's beautiful. So they were like, Key, you can't stop doing this. You have to continue to do this because it's needed. We have brunches, and we celebrate the moms that are still here with us.
Mhm.
But it's hard, when you're celebrating the moms that are no longer with us, everybody is kind of like doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I decided to bring us together and have it's called MOM, which is the acronym for Missing Our Moms. And I do it the weekend prior to Mother's Day. So it gives those, if you still want to celebrate, you still want to do something different, whatever, you can still do that. But I wanted to do this the weekend before Mother's Day to give you that uplifting, spirit, and getting ready and preparing for, Mother's Day.
Mhm.
And And you, as you know, my shirt that I have on, I make the t-shirts too. So, so, but yeah, and it's actually my fifth, and I just can't believe, God is he's just amazing, that I'm actually going into my fifth year of doing this. And I have a speaker, I have spoken word artists, and then like this year for my fifth, I have Monica Reed, the actress. Monica Reed, she's my speaker for this year.
Okay.
The poet, the beautiful poet, Bo Ward, he's coming back. He did my first one.
Okay.
And and he said, Key, he said, anytime, he said, every time you do this, he said, I want to be there, because what God does, he sends those people who are just like me. Each anybody that I've put on my panel of I've had, they've lost their mom. I didn't know that until we started talking.
Wow.
So exactly. So I was like, he'll always send these people to me. And
Mm,
and I was like, and I'll pray over it first, and I'll be like, okay, Lord, and then I'll reach out, and then they'd be like, oh, cool, yeah, no problem, yeah, I'll do that. So I'm like, okay, it was meant, it was spirit led, like the other Kiki was speaking earlier, it's got to be spirit led.
yeah.
And I really do think that God has had, including my mom, has had their hands, in this for the last few years.
No
And
doubt.
it's a beautiful, beautiful celebration. That's what I call it. It's a celebration. Of course there are tears, but it's not a sad occasion,
Yeah.
because we're celebrating their lives. We're celebrating them. We're saying their names because they were important. My mother, although I didn't have her that long, she was still my mommy. I miss her dearly. I miss her every day, every
Mm,
moment. I mean, I to explain it, I was talking to somebody other. It's a pain that unless you've gone through it, you just wouldn't understand it.
oh,
And it's just, my heart aches, is what it is. My heart literally aches, and it's a pain. But I know that doing this, I get excited every year, around this time, because I'm like, okay, this is my baby. I know that at least one time a year I can do something and say this belongs to me.
yeah.
There's nothing out there like this. I mean, there are brunches, so don't get me wrong. There are Mother's Day brunches, then there are people, but a lot of people have come to me, Key, I've never heard of a missing our moms brunch, you know, where we get to celebrate our angels. We get to,
Mm,
sit around, we get to laugh, we get to cry, and everybody in there understands, and it's not just for women. And I want the men who, if you're listening, I want you to hear me, because we all come from a woman. So, and I know because it's around Mother's Day, everybody thinking it's just for women. No, it's not.
mm,
If your mother is no longer here, then it is for you as well. so,
mm.
so yes, I just look forward to it every year, and I'm thankful and grateful for this platform to be able to speak about it. Thanks for accepting. Look, thanks for saying yes. Thanks for saying yes.
Look, I got all the devices. I'm trying to because using StreamYard, I can't see it on the screen if they don't subscribe. Whatever permission you have to give StreamYard when you're on
Uh-huh.
Facebook. If I don't see the comment, like my mother, she'll call me sometime the next day. That lady kept trying to say something to you and you didn't respond to that lady's comment. And I'm like, Mom, I didn't see it. My mother be going in on me. If I don't acknowledge y'all in the comments, Cheryl is gonna
Right.
get on me the next day. She gonna call me because she used to. Now listen, she used to be. She'll call me in the middle of the show while we were on, and I'm like, Mommy, I can't. I can't answer the phone. She's like, well, you're not
Right.
answering those questions, and I'm like, oh. So now the next day, if I don't, she be advocating for you guys. So now I keep two devices and I try to watch. They said
Yeah.
they do. because I don't know what stream y'all be doing, and just doing everything by myself is it's a challenge, to manage all of
Yeah.
that. Um, and that kept me from doing my podcast for years because I kept waiting for, not just waiting, I kept trying to get somebody to do it with me. I always wanted to do a kind of a panel type. I wanted like the View
Yeah.
style, an ensemble, and I never could get anybody. So finally, when the Lord laid blowing bubbles on my heart, I said, "That's it. This is me.
Yeah.
Just that's your baby, your mom's thing, your mom thing. Blowing bubbles is my thing." And it was born also,
Right.
the loss of my fiance, and so that's my thing. I blow bubbles.
Yeah. Right.
So
Right. Oh yeah. But it is it's truly, like I said, it's therapeutic. It is truly a blessing. And if anybody is, if you're listening, if you're here in the Atlanta area, and even if you're not, you know I just want to share that with you just in case. And I do have, like I said, you could, if you can't come, you can always support by purchasing a shirt. You can always get a shirt, because like I said, I do it all.
and what is the date of the lunch brunch again?
The brunch is the first weekend in May, which is May. It's going to be May 3rd. It's a Saturday, May 3rd, from 1 to 5. It's at the Colorful Creations studio. So shouts out to Akela. It's going to be at the Colorful Creation Studio, and the tickets are now, they're live on Eventbrite. So I will definitely send you the link,
Yes, and I will surely
and then
share.
you can share it. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Now, how can people support Cut 'em Up Key and understand,
Um.
explain what is not? They can bring you a garment and you can, go
Yeah.
ahead with
So,
things
and my slogan is no item is safe. So that's literally my slogan. No item is safe. I don't have a pattern. And it's kind of like I said, it's the creativity of the mind. I try to kind of get a feel of you. You know what I'm saying? And what you like, your likes and dislikes, or whatever the case may be, and I kind of go off of that. But I used to, because I like to be genuine. I'm not unique. I like to be different. So it was like I would see people with different things on, or pieces on, or whatever. I'm like, damn, I want to. Oh, my bad. I was like, I want to do that, or that's cute, or how they do that, or whatever the case may be. Because I would be want to get up, and I may feel one way and decide, want to do something different. So I was like, well, let me just, I grabbed a pair of scissors, and you're gonna make some, um, you're gonna mess up before you get it right. But if you cutting, if it's my stuff, I don't worry about it, because I can just, one mess up can turn into a piece, what I'm saying, a bad piece. So, and I
like
started cutting up, whatever, and they was like, okay, that's cute, what I'm saying, you did it. I said, yeah, I cut it up. I was like, okay. And then the name kind of hit. It was like, okay, cut them up, Key. Ah, cut them up, Key. With the K's, so, and that just went on and on. And it's like, just like, and it does, I mean, like I say, that's again, therapy. You have to find ways and things to do to keep our mind like occupied, and keep, because especially with this world today, it's just so
absolutely.
much going on. We have to find, you got to find your niche. And going back, my mother was a seamstress. Now,
Was
I haven't picked up the sewing part just yet. I mean, I saw just a little, but
she?
mommy used to make all of our clothes, you know. So I was like, okay, so once I start to incorporate that with the cutting and stuff, unstoppable, man. And that's what I'm like this year, that's what I want to start doing, trying to, enhance my creativity, by doing, other things. And yes, I do ship. I don't know if anybody's, but yes, I do ship. So, but yes, ma'am.
And
Yeah.
she has press business also. If you have been following my blowing bubbles attire, Kiki made my first blowing bubbles stuff. So all of the things that are the iridescent prints, that's Kiki. That's bubbles. The I had just flat colors. Kiki had the iridescent. It was the dude. The colors just was. I never got it.
Yeah.
I started using a I have all of the stuff. I just never had like I don't know what I didn't have. Um girl, but yeah, anywho. Kiki made my stuff when I first started blowing bubbles. And
Yeah.
so she can, you got some family reunion shirts. Go ahead and place that order with my girl. Whatever. Your baseball
Yeah.
your drill team, your basketball, baseball, whatever. Cut them up key. And she got her own dedicated Instagram page. So
And it's actually called Cut 'em Up Key, which is spelled KUTEMUPKE. And it's so funny. It's so funny when people see it. I guess I may need to revamp it and space it out a little bit. But people like Katumke? What is Katumke? And I'm looking like I'm looking like what? What are y'all talking to? Katumke? What is that? Until I look down, girl. Until I look down, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. What if that's how you feel? If that's how you feel. I say, no, ma'am, I'm not African. No, ma'am, I'm not.
oh my
So yes, cut 'em up key has been yeah, yeah.
oh my goodness.
Somebody tried to rename her, honey.
Oh my goodness. That is a hot mess.
Yes.
You know I'm gonna say that.
Yeah. Katumke. I said, nope.
Doing too much. No, come on now.
Yeah.
Oh my
Team,
oh
team too much. Team too much.
goodness. Oh my goodness. I got real tears.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. But no, it is cut 'em up key. Okay. Okay. Okay.
oh my goodness. My chest hurt. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm
Katunke.
glad to be look, I'm glad to be able to blow some bubbles, blow some bubbles, blow some bubbles.
That was that threw me off. I wasn't expecting that.
I
And
you think I was? You think I was?
my name gets butchered all day, every day. But I mean, god dang, Katunke. Oh, this
Yeah.
thing. There we go.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Blow bubbles every day. I'm out of practice.
Okay.
My
Yay, I
grandbaby,
get bubbles.
my grandbabies, they don't. It's like when I show up and I don't have bubbles, they be like
Who are
straight,
you?
straight stank face. Like I walk in the door, they like, "No, huh? Hi, you got bubbles?" I went to see my oldest son. He got three. I went to see them this past weekend, and I didn't take bubbles. It didn't go over well. So
Did you
this
have
is
to go buy some?
girl. Nah, we ain't doing that.
Uh-oh. Wait. Uh-oh.
I keep bubbles. I just forgot to put some in my purse.
Mm-mm.
I'm
No,
not gonna.
no. No,
I'm,
Nana.
no. Now my youngest grandbaby. Hey, Uncle Raymond. My youngest grandbaby. So a couple years ago, there was this video that went viral on YouTube, beautiful little girl. And she was on there. It was like her father was recording her, and she said, I wanna go to grandma house. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see that? Take me at grandma house. It was
Uh-uh.
so cute. Girl, why my grandbaby mama text me a video the day before yesterday, and my grandbaby, she's 2. She said, I want to go to Nana house. I said,
Yeah, don't it just melt your heart? Don't it just melts your heart?
so you know,
Yeah,
she coming over tomorrow.
yeah. It just melts your heart.
I want to go to Nana house. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with her. And she already knows. She got me just,
Yep.
they
It's
all
it's a different type that cause I'm a GG. So it's a different type of love, man.
different. I love my kids, but them babies, oh my gosh. Ugh.
Yes, indeed.
And they know it. And the best thing is when you can feel the love from them. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Uh, 2 of them are taller than me. I got an attitude about that. I don't know how to feel about that yet.
Yeah, well, my grandson is he's 15 and
Sorry, young man. Good. He tall.
yeah, he's on the Kappa League. Mobile he's a Kappa. Well,
Wow.
well, the feeder from the big one, the Kappa League, but he's doing awesome. They just had a show this past weekend, and I was elated. I wish I was there, but just to see the videos and just to see him, my heart just smiles, man, every time,
Aw.
every time.
Oh, that is so beautiful. My
And
oldest.
the baby, the baby girl, the baby girl, my son bought her a iPad, so that's
Mhm.
how they communicate.
Okay.
So he got I think a little smartwatch too. So she texted me and was like, "I love you, Gigi," with the little smiley face. And girl, when I tell you, I almost died. I said, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I said, "Oh, my sweet cupcake." And listen now, I'm typing all this out. I said, "Oh my God, my sweet cupcake. Thank you so much, Gigi. Love you and miss you too." You know what that thing did?
What she do?
She sent back a voice message and said, Gigi, I can't read all of that. I don't understand. She's 6, but I had overwhelmed her with words. And she was like, oh, let me just let her know.
You doing too much.
You're doing too much. You're doing too
Talk,
much.
talk to me.
So I
Talk to
had
me.
to, so I had to send her voice message back and say, "Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Gigi just said that she loved you and she missed you too." She said, "Oh, ma'am, you doing too much.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
My
Look, just broke my little heart down."
my 5-year-old Marley. I call her Marley girl. She just. Whew, she's one of those very very expressive children.
Hmm.
She said, "I just miss you so much, Nana." What am I supposed to do with that?
Uh-huh. Take it and wrap it up. Take it and yep. Take it and wrap it up. Just melts your little heart. Right. Just melts your heart.
Yes, oof, all of them. I just love it. I might be done. I don't know that I'm going to get any more grandchildren. I,
How can you say you're done? You can't be done. You have no control over that.
I, not that I'm trying to or think I have control over it. I think my children are done. I don't think I'm going to
Oh,
do
well
any.
that makes a difference now.
Yeah. So meaning I'm living vicariously through them, of course. I've been done.
Right. Yeah.
I had something else. We're gonna name him Jesus. He not the-
Hey, stop. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I would tell people all the time and they would laugh at me. I said, if a baby come up out of here, his name is Angel Jesus Messiah. So what is that? Jesus, Jesus,
Je-
Jesus.
the Trinity is
That's
one.
the what? That's the only way.
And then after I call that baby name out, I'm saying one call, that's all. I'm calling an attorney. Ain't nothing supposed to be coming out of here.
Yes.
Never, never.
So and you know your God has a sense of humor anyway. So it's like,
I don't think
okay, Dad, don't play. I don't want to play. I don't want to play.
you know my youngest is 31. What I be doing with
Yeah,
huh? I can't
32, 32, and my son will be 34 in July. So yeah,
whew. So your son is older than your daughter?
yeah, he's the oldest.
I don't know why I had it reversed. I don't know why.
Most people, I don't know either. Most people do. They really think that she's the oldest, and she's not. She's the baby. She is the baby.
No. Mm. Well, I wanna I'm gonna wrap it up. Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. Tell the people how they can find you, follow you, and support you. You got a few things.
Okay. Yeah, I got a few things going on. So, and like I said, the biggest one is my pre Mother's Day brunch, which is entitled Missing Our Moms. And that is going to be May the 3rd from 1 to 5 here in Atlanta at the Colorful Creation Studio. I will definitely drop the link. I'll drop the link for you. That way, they can purchase tickets if you're here in Atlanta. Again. And yeah.
Where can they
And we're bringing she's bringing the podcast, the Shell of a Man.
you heard me?
I heard you. Bringing the Shell of a Man back on July the 20th. They just did it. They just did it on the 23rd, and we back back on it again. So, and it's a very powerful stage play. But my handles for Instagram and Facebook is the same. KUTEMUPKE Katunke. Yeah. And yeah, and like I said, and our fashion show is coming up as well. Our 13th annual, which like I said, I'll be one of the featured designers, in that as well. So ATL's hottest brand ambassador for 2 years in a row. So yeah, I do a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I get around a little bit. But I want to thank you, sis, for saying yes, for this opportunity. I appreciate you so much, and I definitely love you and can't wait to do this again. I mean, anytime.
Yes, yes, yes. I definitely
Anytime.
you. I appreciate you. And I definitely applaud your gifts. And this girl can sing, y'all. She be just all over the creative spectrum. Jake is like, you going to the thing? They doing it tonight.
What's that?
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
Hmm.
Yeah, they do it now. They, was really on. They had started doing it on just Fridays, but it's so
Oh,
many different spots out here now that's doing karaoke. But the tavern, I think they've started doing it on Wednesdays now. But you know, I I can't do it in the middle of the week unless I'm off, or unless
yeah,
it's got to be a special reason to get me out there in the middle of the week.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I haven't been in quite a while. Something, and I'm still. I think it's the pollen today because I was out.
I was gonna say that pollen count was. Ooh, my car was. I have a black car, but it was like yellow.
Yeah, I was all over Trilith, and in my eyes, I keep sitting here like I'm not on camera, rubbing my eyes, and I'm feeling it in my chest. But I haven't done karaoke in a while. My pipes just have not reached. I think it was when I had that surgery, and I don't know if you know, my lung had collapsed, and I never really
Yeah,
recovered.
yeah,
I I can hold a tune, but I can't sing like I used to be able to. It just isn't the same.
yeah.
So
But yeah, it's been a while since I've gone to. But again, that's my, my. You gotta find some things to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit at home in a bubble. We can't be afraid to go out, and we can't be afraid to live. So I've
right,
decided to do that. So we got more behind us than we do in front of us.
really though, we at that
That
age.
part.
We
That
at that.
part. So
Yeah, I've just been grinding on working on my businesses. If you see my office, you're like, oh my gosh, managing four different businesses in trying to streamline everything
yeah.
so that I can manage the juggle as I'm still just a solopreneur. Yeah,
Hey, that's a T-shirt.
it takes a lot of focus and distraction free time management. Like I can't do a lot of stuff, and sometimes
Hmm.
I'll have something on my calendar, my alert go off, and if I silence that phone and I don't get up, oh, call it over. Call it over. It happens every day, just about. Well, not
Yeah.
every day. Put everything on my schedule, but I'm locked in. I'm laser focused, and I know that it's gonna that elevation that I seek is just gonna take that. It's gonna take some missing stuff. It's gonna take some not hanging out with people. It's gonna take some not.
Absolutely. And if they're your true people, they'll understand. They should understand.
Yeah, yeah, and if not, I still gotta keep going. I know that I'm on my purpose walk for real. For real, it's
Yeah.
it's not it's not something that I cannot do. I am. I'm really. If I slow down, sit down, or detour, God be like, what I say. He gets
Right.
like what I say. Yes, sir. I'm going back. I can't not do the work that I'm doing. And when doors are flying off the hinge, and that's one of the reasons that I know that I know that I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and I'm where I'm supposed to be. So
Right.
there's
Well,
that.
keep
But
doing what you're doing, sis. I'm truly, truly, truly proud of you, ma'am.
thank you.
You know,
And so
and I love the hair, by the way.
I love it. It's so I swear
Yes.
it's frustrating. It's like I don't have to, I for real wake up like this. I don't have to think about it. It's done. My hair's already done. I was already a fast get readier. If that's a if I can mash up some words, but yeah, it's for sure get up and go. So
Yeah. Yeah. It looks good on you.
thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
planning a photo shoot. I want to plan a super photo shoot. So once I get, it's a couple pieces I need to line up, and then the first call I got to make is to boss lady, Tina, and then we're gonna line that thing up. We're gonna line that thing
Okay, then. Sounds good.
up. Yes. All right, my sister. I thank you, everybody. I thank you for tuning in, for rocking with me. It's been an hour and 20 minutes almost. Thank you guys
Yeah. Yeah.
much. I don't take it for granted because you all could have been anywhere, but you are right here on the Karana Effect podcast. Yes, that is the new name, honey. I don't know if you heard the beginning. Karana Effect, because I'm out here and the mission statement is we are mastering life, building legacies, and making an impact one story at a time. Your breakthrough
Okay,
begins.
then.
Your breakthrough
Okay.
begins right here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
It was meant for me to tune in tonight. You know what I'm saying? So everything is done in decency and in order.
Absolutely,
And when it
absolutely.
lines up, you just have to know. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And tomorrow
So yeah.
I'll be on the ladies' den, 7 o'clock. Get it on
Yeah.
Facebook, Ladies' Den, or YouTube, the Ladies' Den. I'm telling you, we're gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna tune in tomorrow night. We cut up over there. I have fun. I
Yeah.
can sit back. I don't have to just be, and I don't feel like I have to be rigid over here, but it just, I don't know. The
Yeah.
energy is different here. I don't know. It is what it
But
is,
it's
but
good though. It's good. It's good. The energy is good. So yeah, keep doing
it's
what you're
me.
doing.
It's me. I set the tone, so I'm not blaming it on nobody. It's me. I did it.
Right.
This is who I is. I'm just that. I've been teased for being a goody two shoes. Oh well, I am me.
You is her.
All right, y'all. Be great on purpose, for a purpose, with purpose. Make somebody smile just because you can. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Love
Bye.
you.
You.
Bye.